wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know I got him running.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Harris running straight ahead to the 43, second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 76 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball down.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Prescott on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Prescott now.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
1st down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards...
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you want.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28.
Prescott to throw it.
That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Steven Sims
From 6 yards away.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They go to Elliott again. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pickett to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation. That's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Here's Pickett. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Pickett to throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.